And are the heavens opening, Ron?
They are. They're opening right now because it is time for NunSense. And I've got to ask Sister Marilyn Marie Ellerbrock, can we add like lines to favorite prayers like the morning offering? Deliver us from the pains of the heat or something. Is that or is that like no? The morning.
Well, I am so glad you asked because I'm going to talk about that.
All right.
Not the heat specifically, but I was recently in a small group where we got on the topic of morning offering, and we were just kind of sharing how you pray in the morning and so on. And gosh, there are just so many ways to approach it. And I had written this reflection last week in preparation, and then the homily I heard on Sunday, which is always a blessing when it just hits home. Father spoke about the gospel being, take up your cross and follow me. And he said, that's true, and we need to do that. But that's not where we start. And he called us, invited us to think about the starting point being responding in gratitude to God's generosity. And I was just very taken with that. It's not a new idea, but I was taken by that. Yes, we pick up our cross, but we do it because of all that God has done for us first. And it just led me to kind of rethink this reflection on the morning offering and how I approach my day. Do I come to prayer with, God, I've got a lot on my plate today, and it's going to be a rough one, and I want you to be part of it, and I need your support. All true, and we do need to pray that. But how different it looks if we say, God, I'm just grateful for the gift of life and the health that I have, the people that you share with me to interact with, opportunities to share your love, and when it gets hard, I'm counting on your presence. Totally different approach to, how we look at our day. Do we look at all that God gives us, or are we constantly facing, what's God's going to ask of me today? What's he going to demand from me today? Just really, and the heat, yes, it's uncomfortable. It just is. And there's no way around that. But I think of all the gifts that we have, So, for me, it's, what would it look like if my morning offering sounded more like, God, where are you going to show up today? Therefore, parentheses, I'm already assuming he's going to show up.
Right.
Help me to grow in that awareness so I don't miss you. Right. God, whose lives are you going to touch through me today? Help me to be, a willing instrument of your love. What do you desire for me to learn today? Help me to come with an open heart. Language makes a difference.
Yeah.
And so how I look at those things really does. I was thinking in some ways, I love the definition of wisdom as seeing from God's perspective. So do I look at my day in wisdom, in God's perspective? And in order to do that, I need some help with my vision. And I'm admitting I'm of the age where I need help with my vision. And so I have glasses.
Right.
And I've had a cataract surgery. And those are things that are just part and parcel of life. So, I just ask God, to remove any of the cataracts that need to be removed, any prejudice or baggage or judgments that are kind of blurring how I'm seeing the day ahead of me, and to make use of the necessary glasses that I need, the helps that he gives me to sharpen my vision, and to cleanse my vision from time to time by tears of compassion for others. I think that's an important one that we don't like. And it's uncomfortable, and it's so important. And then to just shield and protect my eyes. I don't know about you, but I value my sight, and I'm always, very careful about my eyesight. And so do I shield my day to the best of my ability, from any harmful influences? So those are thoughts that are kind of drawing me to look differently at my day. And my favorite morning offering, which someone shared with me about a year and a half ago, and I had never thought about it before. They said, pray the blessing before meals when you start your day.
Huh.
Oh.
Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which I am about to receive from your bounty through Christ our Lord.
I love that.
That is cool.
I
never thought of
I had
it.
just never thought of that.
Yeah.
And yet it's so simple,
Yeah.
and it just kind of rolls off our tongues.
Yeah.
But do I walk into my day saying, gosh, just bless me and all these gifts that I'm going to have today?
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for the homilist who gave that homily this weekend.
Yeah.
That kind
Yeah.
of tweaked my thoughts, and so I'm grateful for the fact that in this heat, I'm blessed with air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because not
Amen.
everyone is.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
right.
that. So,
Beautiful.
Yes.
So a daily
Yeah.
morning offering, and that's,
I love
that's
that,
great.
sister. Yeah. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Sister
Have a
Marilyn
blessed
Marie,
day.
thank you so
You
much.
too.
And stop out and see her when you go to Little Flower.
That's
We'll be
right.
right back.